I think we were in the process of...
You were smashing the door handle on the one that goes up the stairs, and then there was a big explosion.
Yeah, I think I shot through the door handle, and then the explosion happened right after.
Yeah, essentially at the same time.
Yeah, so that was last time.
The door handle fell off. The door is like cracked slightly open. You also heard an explosion down in the area below you.
I go and look down the trash chute.
You see at least a dozen people crawling out of... There was a grate that was in there. They're crawling out of there.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, what's going on down there?"
One person pops up and looks back over their shoulder after they point up there, and they say, the shaft has been opened. It looks like somebody's up there. They like wave to you.
I wave back. Hey.
Who are you talking to?
There's some guys down here. I don't know.
Would I guess that these are Canadians?
Insight.
Slow either way.
You're not sure.
I'll let Arrow do her thing. And I guess I'll walk over and look, but I won't actually say anything.
You see them like pulling out like ropes and stuff and pulling up people through the holes.
Yell down again. What's going on down there?
You're here early. How did you get up here without using the tunnel?
It came in through the front door.
Okay, that's a little unplanned, but you didn't alert anybody, did you?
About what?
The plan?
I don't know about any plan. I know I'm in jail right now, but I don't know what y'all are here for.
We're taking out the nobles.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sorry, the Council of Nobles.
Cool.
All right, well, do you have any ropes up there? I mean, we have some down here, but it'd be easier.
Nothing long enough.
All right, well, just wait. And you see them, like, pulling out some, looks like metal hooks and stuff. One of them motions for you to, like, move to the side.
I move over and I turn around and tell the party, they're here to kill the nobles.
Well, we should probably close the shaft then.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not really in support of murder.
We do this a lot.
And if you guys want to try to close the hatch, feel free, but I'm not going to help.
Who are they?
Looks like the Calidians.
Can I send Kadama down to those gears that are underneath and see if he can find a way to close it?
Might also be a good distraction for us to get out of here.
Still don't know how.
Try to blow a hole in that wall up there.
And we could get out through their tunnel.
That's also true.
I want to go home. We don't know how.
Yeah, but I mean, first we have to get out of the prison. Get down there, go through the tunnel. We can just go to our ship and leave.
We can always go check out some other planets around here and see if any of them know.
I don't think we have much of a choice.
Right.
A big metal hook flies up the chute and latches onto one of the sides of the door frame.
I'm gonna kick it off.
Make me a dex save. Yeah, so you do it quick enough where it seems like they didn't notice that you had caught before you kicked it.
You missed.
Yeah, so another one comes up.
And does it seem like they're just gonna keep doing it? Probably.
Yeah, well, this one is from a different person, so it looks like they're setting up multiple.
I'll just keep kicking them while I can.
Another dex save. All right, yep, you managed to get this one. Two come up at the same time now.
Kidding me.
You say, hey, can you help us? It seems like they're slipping on the sides there.
I'm gonna go through the door and up the stairs.
You reach the top of the stairs, and the wall starts to unassemble and reveal Morgan Kulak and two guards. He says, "Oh, sorry for the long wait. I was setting up a meeting."
Oh, hey.
Sure.
Is that right? What was the meeting for?
Can I hear that from where I am?
Probably, yeah.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
That one.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah. And what were you trying to get from that?
Trying to see if he's was really doing that or if he's lying.
And Shizano, we're just seeing if they're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea. You can't get a read on him. Mostly you feel like because you're downstairs. Arrow, you feel like he's telling the truth.
I think you might have a little bit of an issue downstairs.
He says, no, well, all part of the plan and the meeting.
What do you mean?
We'll see very shortly. Where do your loyalties lie?
What do you mean?
If you had to choose a side on the Rocker Brawl, if it was the Calidians or the Council of Nobles or the Council of Captains.
It's got nothing to do with me.
Well, if I heard Morgan talking, I'd probably follow Arrow. Wyatt would probably say something like, well, we're not sure yet. We never know what people's real intentions are.
Interesting.
I guess I let him go past. I'm assuming he wants to go down the stairs where I'm standing.
No, it seems like he was there to like retrieve y'all from the room. He sends his two guards down the stairs.
I'd ask, is 6 hours a normal wait time for an audience with Morgan Kulak?
Not normally, but this is a very specific instance that I had to plan and prepare for.
Why did it seem like there was a hallway built to trap us in that waiting room, sir?
This whole front portion of this castle is owned by me. I have some areas that, I need to keep secret from the rest of the council.
And why is that?
Well, I need to take the rightful place as the last surviving council member.
I think what he's saying is that he's a part of the Callidian resistance. I say that out loud and look at him.
Not quite, but they can be a useful force if directed in the right direction. Pointed in the right direction.
The guys in the trash chute, then.
Well, yeah, this is part of my plan.
Okay.
Why do you think you're the only rightful leader of the council?
Well, I've been on it the longest, and normally tenure is looked at in a powerful way, but for some reason they just don't appreciate my talents. And
how is one elected to be leader of the council normally?
Exactly that. It's usually a popular vote, and there's only one council member, then the rest of the council can be voted in by that one member.
Hey, just to be clear, you're talking about killing the rest of the council.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. What did they ever do to you? Not elect you as their leader? I mean, maybe they have their own reasons, but that doesn't seem like a reason to kill them.
Well, there is no leader yet.
Oh, I see.
So what are your thoughts on the Callidian resistance? How are you connected?
I hired them for this. They wouldn't be able to pull in the weapons through the Council of Captains without our protection of us bringing in the weapons. They search everything that kind of goes through the docks. They don't search the ships themselves. Being a noble, they are not allowed to search our stuff. So.
Why did you need us to rat them out to you if you controlled them or were allied with them in the first place?
Appearances.
Why are you telling us this?
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to die.
I trust your friend over here seems more like a neutral party, and I have plenty of guards at my disposal, so if you really have a problem with it, there could be one less
No,
problem.
we totally don't.
I also am like, no, not at all. And I also wink at Arrow. How do we get out of this place?
Well, if you don't want to stick around for the show, you can leave out the front door.
By show, you mean the slaughter of all of your coworkers.
Yeah, I did say you showed up at a very unopportune time at the castle.
And I'm gonna go walk around and see if I can sneak around.
If I know where the front door is, I'm going out the front door.
You're actually pretty close to the front door. It's basically like
Hell yeah.
you walk about 20 feet, and then on your left is the big door.
I'm going that way.
Do I hear anything, or do I see a room that seems like it would be where they're hanging out together?
At the entrance, there was just the two rooms. There was one on the left where there was an awning that looked over a garden and then had a walkway that went further into the castle. And then there was another door that you saw Morgan Kulek come out of earlier.
I'm gonna go that way.
Did literally everyone leave?
After learning all of this information, I'd probably part ways with Morgan without trying to be too suspicious and try and find the rest of y'all to tell y'all what's going on and that a dictator is trying to to basically destroy the government.
We could hear the conversation where we were able to leave. Then I would come up the stairs and be like, okay.
I'm going through the door.
In there's 24 guards, and they're tying up the council members. They seem to be all on their knees.
I'm gonna hold up the gun and I'm gonna say, y'all, Morgan needs you downstairs ASAP.
Make me a persuasion check at disadvantage. No, we were ordered to stay here until the Callidians come.
Okay, I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
All right, before you do that, Shizeno, two of the guards that you saw before come downstairs, and they say, "We're supposed to let you out of this room."
You have people breaking in right there.
No, we don't. You didn't see anything.
No, I stopped right now. I see one.
Don't do that.
Who are you?
Or the guards.
Well, it seems like you're doing a poor job.
One looks over at the other. Stop it now.
They're gonna kill the nobles.
Yep.
I'm running, by the way, back downstairs.
Assume I am sensing aggression towards me.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to push one down the hole specifically.
Oh, okay. Make me a grapple. Yeah, you go to grab them and they don't move. Arrow, you come down the stairs and you see Shizeno trying to grab one of the guards.
I'm gonna run at them and try to push them down the hole.
You manage to offset their balance and push them down the hole. Just one.
Bye. Grab the other one and try to throw him down the hole too.
Yep, that one goes down the hole too.
Guys, they have the entire council tied up in the room up there. There's about 24 guards in there, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Weren't you on their side?
Not anymore.
Just shake my head and start running.
I'm outside. I'm out front waiting for y'all.
One of the Gladians from downstairs says, what's going on up there? You hear them like talking with the guards that are down there.
Morgan wants you to wait a second. He's saying to hold off for a second. He's not ready yet.
Isn't he here?
Oh, wait, is he still there?
At the top of the stairs, he didn't
Yeah.
come down, just the guards did.
I would try to grab him on my way, then bring him to the council. I'm not aware of this.
You're trying to grab Morgan, or
Yeah, tell him that the resistance is coming, that he's in trouble, and try to take him to the council.
when you go upstairs, he's not there.
But I don't do that. Don't run to the council, though, by myself.
Go to open the door, you see Morgan standing at the head of a very long table with a whole bunch of various different races of people on their knees, being tied up and being held in place by lots of guards. Looks like 2 for each, and then 2 spare ones at the door.
I'm going to run back up there, too.
I'll also get into whatever room Morgan's in because I know he's basically committing a murder of a group of people that should not be murdered at this point. So
You see
I'm
Roxanne
not there.
walk outside and sees you there, Abby.
Well, at least someone joined me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Don't think anyone does, but nobody seems to care.
Yeah, so you all see this scene in the council room. It looks like behind Morgan there is another large door similar to the shape of the entrance to the castle.
Can I get a read on how strong I think Morgan is?
yeah, is he like a frail old man? I thought he was.
Give me insight, I guess. So Shizano, you're unsure. You think Arrow. You think that the way that they're dressed and stuff. You guess like they know a decent amount of maybe like magic. Wyatt, it seems like they are mostly you've seen people like this where they have a bunch of money to be taught like magic and stuff, but they don't, based on their attitude, they're not well trained, and you think that they're pretty weak.
Lit.
I'm going
Okay.
to say, what do you think about it, Wyatt? What do you think about this situation?
In a low voice, I think we can take him on. I think we should try and restrain him first. If we can't do that, we got to take him out. I mean,
There's like 24 guards in here that are all on his side.
Both of you make me a performance.
can I use my inspiration?
Sure.
Okay.
He hears both of you and points to the 2 guards at the door.
So, like, that he's well aware I'm there.
Yeah. Wyatt and Arrow, give me strength saves.
Are they trying to grab us?
Yeah.
Can I do dexterity instead to try to get out of the way?
Sure.
I have like an incredibly high strength save for some reason, but my strength isn't really high.
Yeah, Wyatt, you break free, and Arrow, you like move out of the way before they can even grab you.
I'm going to blast Morgan with the laser gun.
All right,
Jesus.
Let's
okay.
roll for initiative, please.
Really keeping him restrained.
Okay, Arrow, you are first.
What do I add to a range attack?
Dex. Do it at disadvantage.
It's still 22 because I have +9 to dex.
All right, the damage is 3d8 radiant. You said you're aiming at Morgan, right?
Yeah, I'm blasting Morgan with it. Wait, so when do I get to use my proficiency bonus?
When you're
What
proficient in a
things
thing.
you're proficient in? You're not proficient in laser guns, so
Oh, I guess.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to use my extra attack to shoot him with the laser gun again.
That hits. It looks bloodied.
I'm going to yell, "Stop what you're doing right now, Morgan. Unless you want to die.
You see, they're attacking us.
I'm attacking you."
It looks like he's saying this to the guards that are near the door. And then as the other guards' turns, the guards that are holding the nobles around the table, they start dragging them towards the door where Morgan is. 4 get near the door, and the rest are kind of like waiting. It is Shizeno's turn.
How many are around Morgan?
There's 8 now, and there are 4 nobles near him.
Well, what is he using for spellcasting?
You don't know. He hasn't cast a spell yet.
I'm just gonna point my Nagamaki at him and say, "Get on the ground, or we'll kill you right now."
He says you'll have to get through them first.
Wait, he points at who?
The nobles.
The council members?
The
Yeah.
ones
Yeah.
that he's trying to kill?
yeah, the physical human shields, like a hostage situation.
Yeah.
Where you shoot through both. You're a bad person.
How many feet away is he?
Let's see, the table's about 12 feet long, so like 15.
Are they standing in front of him holding them?
Yeah.
I mean, can I get within 10 feet of him?
No. You'd be passing by 16 guards. Well, 8 on either side of the table.
I'm gonna ask the guards to move. I assume they're not gonna listen, but I'm gonna try.
They laugh.
All right. I'll left too, and then I'll send. I'm gonna send Kadama to go peg out Morgan's eyes. Why does he always roll higher than me? I don't understand.
That hits.
1d1 damage. Who is closest to Morgan, just in general?
There are 4 guards holding 2 nobles that are like blocking him.
I'm gonna point at one of the nobles. They're allied, technically, right?
They're neutral.
And they're bound.
I'm going to talk to either of them, either of the nobles. I'm gonna say, I need you to let me cast this on you. If you let me do it, I'll save your life. And then I'm gonna try to cast Overwatch on them.
They don't believe you.
Well, if it doesn't look like they believe me, then I'm not gonna bother with Overwatch. I'll just attack any random guard then, out of frustration.
There are the 2 that are near the door that tried to grab Wyatt and Arrow, and then there's 9 on either side of the table.
Can I attack the closest one that's between me and Morgan, like along the table somewhere?
Yeah, that does not hit. It kind of glances off of their plate armor.
Extra attack. Please roll something.
That hits.
Thank you.
You like slam down on the same area.
My dice are cursed tonight. Jesus Christ. That's all I got.
The door behind the 2 guards, Arrow and Wyatt, opens up, and you see the Callidians start to come in.
Yeah.
So they're at the doorway there. Chiseno, you hear the whine of the laser gun start to charge up from one of the Callidians. I'll give you the choice. You can either make a dex save to move out of the way, or you can block the attack from one of the Callidians.
I'd rather try to block it. My deck sucks.
You're going to take 9 radiant damage.
And that actually doesn't do any damage to me, so it's fine. Like it does temporary hit points, so it's whatever.
Gotcha. How do you get those temporary hit points?
Ready for battle. Whenever you roll initiative, you gain temporary hit points equal to your Shogun level plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah, we'll say it glances off your armor, and Wyatt's turn.
Wyatt is going to try and intimidate Morgan. So he's going to say, Morgan Kulek, if you don't stop this right now, we will kill you and your guards. I don't want that to happen, but we will. And I'm going to try and intimidate him.
He is not intimidated. He says, I've been living here for almost 100 years. There's nothing you can do that would remove me.
You're
Is
not
he
going to
trying
be
to
living
frighten
here
me?
for much longer. You're going to be dead here, in the ground here.
I guess I'm going to start bolts. I think that's what's going to have to happen.
Who are you shooting?
Any guards coming towards me?
There are 2 on the sides of you, and then there's the other 22 in the rest of the room.
This feels a lot like that mummy god situation. So actually, I'm just going to go for Morgan.
You're not going to be able to hit him without hitting potentially the nobles or the 8 guards that are around him.
So basically, he's holding hostages in front of him.
Yeah, so there are 8 guards surrounding him, and then each pair of those guards is holding one of the Council of Nobles members,
But I can hit the guards without hitting anyone innocent, right?
potentially.
Oh man, this is tough. This be tough, man.
It do be.
I'm trying to figure out what Wyatt would do because he doesn't want to hurt the innocent people, but he also doesn't want to like get overwhelmed with a bunch of. No one's actively coming at him, right? Because they all have human shields, correct?
Yeah. Well, the 2 on the side of
They
you
tried
did.
to grab you.
Right. The ones that don't have any are the ones that are next to the door.
Okay, well, I want to shoot the ones that I have no chance of hurting someone innocent. So that's
So
what I'm going to
right
shoot.
next to you. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay.
Except
cool.
for yourself and then that one.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Can I just roll 3d20s since I can attack 3 times during my turn?
Sure.
All at once?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going after the same one?
Yeah. I mean, unless 2 shots kills one of them, then yes, I'm shooting them all at one person.
2 shots miss. The 19 hits.
And I'm going to use my action surge. So I'm going to attack again. None of them hit. Great use of my action surge, huh, y'all? Incredible. Love this game. Okay, I'm done.
Then it's their turn. He tries to swipe at you twice with their glaive, and one attack misses, then the other one hits, and you take 21 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
The other one does a 16 hit Arrow.
Nope, just misses.
This one whiffs twice on Arrow. Then it's Morgan's turn. Actually, everybody can make me a perception check, I guess, except for Abby and Roxanne. Wyatt and Arrow, you see through one of the holes in Morgan's robe that he was wearing, where you shot him, there was like a singe or whatever. It seems to have closed up. Just the one.
Who's?
He's healing himself.
He seems like he's not bloodied anymore. So then it is Arrow's turn.
Is there anywhere in the room that I can see that I can get line of sight on him?
The ceiling.
I'm on my shoulders.
There is a chandelier. If you get on the chandelier,
Climb up my shoulders and jump off onto the chandelier.
How high is it?
looks like 10 feet up.
How high can I jump?
High jump, you can leap a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier.
Oh,
If
3
you
plus.
move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump, if it is a standing jump, it is only half that distance.
Do the walls look climbable?
Not particularly. They look like they're made out of pretty smooth stone.
I'm gonna jump up out of the chandelier.
The chandelier's in like the middle of the table, so you're gonna pass a couple of guards on the way. Yeah, so you're on the chandelier.
I'm gonna blast Morgan again.
No proficiency and disadvantage.
Okay.
Just barely hits. He like goes to dodge out of the way, and it like scrapes the side of his face.
I'm gonna add a combat superiority to that, so it's gonna be 4d8 because it's an extra d8.
He looks bloodied again.
I'm gonna shoot him again for my extra attack.
Yeah, that just barely hits.
Add the superiority to this one too.
He goes to dodge out of the way again. This time it's hitting his neck area. How do you want to kill him?
Blow his head off.
It looks like it's about to hit him in the neck. Something happens with like his necklace that he's wearing, and it kind of angles up. His head explodes.
I'm gonna say, "Told you."
I'll be
Minimum,
like, yeah, that's how we do it. I told you.
minimum of 25 people to go. Have fun.
Yeah, that's all I have. Unless I use my action surge, I'm saving that for now.
The guards that are holding the hostages start like untying them.
Because they were
What?
loyal to him because they thought he was going to be the king, but now he's dead, so they got to be loyal to their nobles again.
It is Shizeno's turn.
I'm really glad I held onto this gun.
Do they look concerned in the least, or are they still kind of weapons drawn into the room?
Yeah, they're still trying to come into the room.
Get on the ground, or they'll die just like Morgan did.
Mm,
Can I roll
yeah.
persuasion on them, or
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and so it works on this one that's in the doorway.
and tell your friends to like stay where they are as well. I'll say to him.
He just stays down on the ground.
How far away is outside from where they are?
About 50 feet.
If anyone like goes after the nobles, I'll attack them. But other than that, I'll hold action, I guess.
So they're coming through the door. Yeah, they're gonna aim at the nobles. Only one at a time. But here's another one coming through the door. Are you gonna try to block this or?
Yeah,
7 radiant damage.
that actually like kind of sort of hit me for damage. I took 2 points of damage.
Wyatt's turn.
I am going to. Okay, so I'm gonna try and talk to the Callidians. I'm gonna say now. Hold up a minute. Callidians, I sympathize with your struggle. I know that you're trying to find a place where you belong, and I know that you want a home to yourselves. And I think it's awful that you don't have anywhere where you belong. But the way to do this, the way to feel comfortable on a planet or an asteroid or wherever we are, is not by overthrowing the government of an already established society. We have visited planets far, far away. I know that we can find your perfect place. Because there are lots and lots of worlds out there that don't already have, you know, like I said, already established societies where we have to kill a bunch of people to, make a home here. There are peaceful ways of doing this, and I know y'all ain't just like an evil bunch. I know y'all are just looking to belong. So if you put down your weapons, I know we can figure something out for y'all.
We tried peaceful, and we tried passing laws that would get us access to more water, and that didn't work. They didn't listen to us, and they continue to profit. So we'll crush them and move them out of the way.
Yeah, but you could find a planet that has so much water that it's free.
How are we supposed to do that with limited resources?
Diplomacy. I mean,
We
y'all-
tried
y'all-
that. They're corrupt. All they care about is money. They don't care about helping people. We care about helping people. We take what resources we have, what money we have. We fund the only ship that's able to go out and get water for people like us and not charge for it.
You're killing people, which is just as bad as them now. You're stooping down to their level.
Well, maybe we can spread the wealth and have more access to the water instead of our people dying and their people continuing to live on and continuing this cycle of oppression.
Have y'all ever considered a democracy?
Seems like it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean valid, but maybe the way to come about this and the way to move forward is to maybe have one of y'all on the Council of Nobles. Maybe have one of y'all representing the welfare of the people.
You have
on
one
this
person
council.
higher up than others, they're bound for corruption. We're taking them out. We don't want that.
A representative?
We all represent ourselves. Why do I need somebody else to represent me? I have words.
I'm going to say to the nobles, what do you guys have to say about any of this?
Clearly, they're trying to kill us. You should take them out.
Well, it looks like you're probably going to
yeah.
have to figure something out, because Your situation's not looking good. I'm gonna tell you that.
They say to the guards, like, do something. Why aren't you helping us?
Sounds like y'all have been kind of not completely innocent in this situation, huh?
Yeah, why are you keeping all the water for yourselves, anyways?
But we have the money to employ the people to deliver the water.
Why does the water have to cost money?
I mean, we have to create the water with magic, so we need magic users, and they need components, and we pay for the components. We pay for their food for them to work. We give them a place to sleep.
Why
All
don't
that
you
costs
try to
money.
use that magic to fix the natural resources? Used to have water at one point.
I mean, we tried, but nothing seems to work. So we came up with this solution, and it's been working for a while.
But look where it brought y'all.
It seems like you're barely giving enough to the people underneath that need water as well.
Well, they can just pull themselves up by their shoelaces, and
That's not really how it works.
they just work enough, they'll be able to afford more water. We give us, a small amount, obviously, but, it's enough to get by.
What if I told y'all that we knew how to restore the natural water?
I mean, we'd be interested, but obviously, we're in a little bit of a situation right now that we need to get out of first.
Well, it sounds like y'all have to start making promises to your people and following through with them, or else this is going to happen again and we won't be here to protect you next time.
One of the Caladians says they make tons of promises they don't follow through on. They just say whatever they need to make people happy, and then people forget in a few weeks,
I'm going to say to the nobles, here's what your situation looks like. These are your options. You can figure something out with the Caladians right now, or you can all die. Because
who are you
there's
to,
not really
to
a whole
dictate
lot
this?
that we can do about this. I'm the one who just saved all of you.
It seems like we're still in danger, so...
Yeah, it looks like it. And it looks like it's going to be your fault if you all die.
Could I hear like the laser pew-pews and all this yelling from outside?
Make me an insight check. Or perception, sorry. Yeah. You hear some shouting going on.
I'll start walking towards where all the noise is coming from, since obviously nobody followed me.
Yeah, you see like 20-something Caladians like storming into this one room.
A little strange.
Is that your turn, Wyatt?
Yeah, I'm not going to attack anyone or anything.
What's your AC?
16?
You're going to take 16 slashing damage as one of the guards next to you goes to slash at you.
Why are they slashing at me?
The nobles said to take care of you.
I'm the mediator here. I'm protecting y'all.
They said it doesn't seem like it.
Are you dead? Did we just kill Morgan Kulek, who was
Yeah,
just
you
about to
murdered
kill
a
y'all?
council member. That's not how we deal with things. We don't just go around killing people. We're not the Caladians.
He was about to kill you. He was using you all as human shields.
Regardless.
He's self-defense.
All the guards that are protecting you now are the ones who are just about to have you killed, you idiots.
I say they listen to the council members.
They listen to whoever has the money to pay them and whoever's not going to execute them.
Well, yeah, we don't execute people here.
Yeah, I can tell.
What's your AC? Arrow?
17.
The other guard goes to slash at you, but misses.
I roll to enter initiative now that I'm close enough.
Also, if y'all don't
14.
kill people here, why y'all attacking me?
Got
I'm
it.
not attacking y'all. This is so weird.
Yeah, you did fire a bunch of bolts like in his
I'm
direction.
not anymore.
All right, it is Arrow's turn.
I'm going to try to persuade the nobles. The situation's not looking too good for you guys right now. And if you want to survive this encounter, I think you're going to need to figure out something that you can work out with these Caladians.
You're talking to all of them?
I'm going to talk to the one that looks like he's the most in charge.
How would you define that?
Fanciest looking one? I don't know. The only way that it looks like you're going to survive this situation is with diplomacy. And that's not a threat. People who are threatening you are standing at the door.
So the fanciest looking one is a male dwarf towards the back of the room. He's got lots of like gold little chunks attached to
Plus
their
7
outfit.
persuasion.
He's gonna yell at, listen to them, and he's yelling at the guards. He says, "Stop attacking them. Go after the Caladians.
That's not what diplomacy means.
Yeah.
They're shooting at us. We gotta subdue them."
I'm going to jump down from the chandelier onto the middle of the table. Stand on the table.
Some of the guards at the back of the room, they're done untying the nobles, and they've opened the doors at the back. They kind of left a little opening for the nobles to like go behind them. 2 of the nobles escape. One with like rainbow colored skin, and a male human with like blonde hair. Then it's Abby's turn. So Abby, you're in this like like a lobby, yeah. And you see all these Caladians facing towards that room.
I'm going to try to get up behind them so I'm as close as possible. And then I'm going to cast in hope people are close by, I would assume, based on what is happening. So anyone within 30 feet of me. I'm casting telepathic bond to try to be able to talk to the party.
You can hit everybody.
We're talking
All of the party members.
telepathic. We can, for the duration of 1 hour, we can communicate over any distance except for planes of existence. So yeah, I link up with everybody, and I say this clearly isn't going well.
Nope. Doing my best to make sure no innocent people die, though.
Did have one guy die.
Well, he was clearly not innocent.
What happened? Who would be guilty if you keep fighting?
I don't know.
And how do you know if they're innocent or not?
I mean, they haven't done anything yet.
I think she means the person you killed.
Anyone?
The person that I killed was trying to take over and become a dictator.
The people at this door seem to be trying to do roughly the same thing, except for the dictator part.
I mean, but so do the people on the other side. I mean, everyone has their reasons, but I think they might need some sort of mediator, or else everyone just might kill each other, which might not be great.
Everyone here is in the wrong. The nobles aren't distributing enough resources to the working class people, and the working class people are trying to overthrow the.
So then none of it's innocent blood. So why do we matter if it's spilled or not? Not up to us to decide who's innocent in this.
Right, but if we can help.
Well, I would
if we
rather
can
not.
help,
I'd rather not
Hopefully.
let a bunch of people die for no reason if I can help it.
They clearly have reasons.
I'm not trying to pick a side, but I don't want anyone to
Why?
die.
Why not pick a side?
Why would I pick a side?
Why are you so bent on not caring if these people die? That's pretty fucked up.
Because why would you pick a side?
but we're not picking a side.
We're trying to mediate. We're not picking a side. We're trying to make them not kill each other.
We're not going to stop anything.
We can stop it for a day.
I mean,
So-
maybe
At
we
least to make sure they don't do it.
stop it
in front of us.
enough.
Why does it matter if they do it in front of us or not? So they make an agreement, we leave. The corrupt stay corrupt, the poor revolt again, and we delayed it for a while. So
Or
what, we feel good about ourselves?
they learn their lesson.
They're not
And
going to learn a lesson if they've been doing this for hundreds of years.
Well, maybe an uprising has never happened. Maybe this is the first time.
Why is this any different than WA?
Well, we're also trying to help WA, to be fair. We just can't get there yet.
I know, but what did we do to help WA? What have we already actively done?
Well, we fucked it up by killing someone, which is what I'm trying to prevent right now.
Killing him as opposed to deposing him functionally serves the same purpose. It just complicates the smaller details.
Well, I mean, if he was still alive, then I could have killed him later. Everything would have been fine.
Okay, you're the same as the people with these weird light cannons, but why are we getting in their way now after we've already done the exact same thing?
Yeah, I don't know the reasons.
Because that's the right thing to do. It's to help people kind of civilly figure stuff out. But also we still have no idea how to get back to WA and fix the things on WA. So like maybe there might be, I mean, we're having this conversation in the middle of a civil war, but
Yeah,
maybe if
we
we
were-
help them, if
we
we
were
help
given-
people get peace, maybe
were
we can
given-
get the resources from this world, or maybe we can find someone to help us get back to wherever we live.
Oriel?
Yeah.
We were given 2 leads. The man whose head you just exploded, who gave us information on another guy who did not give us help, or the Callidians would know. Do we think they're going to give us information if we stop them from doing the one thing they're trying to do?
I mean, if we find a better way for them to get what they want.
Which is what?
Diplomacy, compromise, not killing people, finding a peaceful planet that they can kind of live on without having to kill a bunch of people.
So you want them to not solve the problems here, but off and pray that they find a better situation elsewhere than
No.
an
I want
immediate
them to.
an immediate fix for what they have here. So if it's not the
Yeah, well-
Callidians, then it's the next group of people that shows up here who
No,
gets
no,
to
I'm
live
saying that-
in squalor with nothing.
They can stay here, but we have to find a way for them to make sense here, to live peacefully here, not necessarily plotting the whole time.
I don't think that's going to work at this point.
You never know. Anything's possible. All we can do is try.
So what? We feel better?
Yeah. So we make the world a better place. Isn't that human nature? I
Better
would think-
for who? The Callidians, but not the nobles? Their lives get worse. They don't get to live in the opulence.
Well,
so
life
we-
is about compromise, young lady. I don't know if you've ever, had to compromise, but I have in my life, and I'd say I'm better for it. It made me a stronger person, or a more understanding person, I guess, too.
I know, but sometimes compromise is hard.
That's why it made me stronger, made me see other people's perspectives, made me more worldly, that sort of thing. Self-betterment, all of that stuff. I'm very inspiring when I say that, by the way. Should I do a performance check?
If you want. If you roll for it, you open yourself up to failure.
I'll just say that I'm inspirational. Imagine I'm just like really awful at inspiring Kathy.
My problem here is that I identify with the way that the Callidians are feeling, but I'm also being looked to right now by the nobles for protection, and I can't deny that.
Why?
Because they haven't done anything. They haven't done anything to warrant being slaughtered.
They've left people to live in poverty and turned a blind eye and given themselves everything. That's the life I've come from, and I can see parts of my life in, and it's also the biggest parts of my life that I resent.
Well, wouldn't you feel better if you could change that? And that's what they have the opportunity to do. And maybe knowing that they in some ways have the same kind of resentment for those parts of them. I don't know.
Doesn't seem likely.
I agree with that. It doesn't seem likely.
I'm gonna turn to the noble and I'll say, y'all resent letting people live in squalor?
Are you asking anybody specifically, or?
No, just
The
the
room.
nobles. The room. Yeah,
That's just-
everyone's like frozen.
They're like, they look
Like-
uncomfortable.
I'm going to look at them and say, do you like what you see when you look below? How would you feel if you had to live that way?
Well, that's why we work hard not to, says one
Doesn't
of them.
seem like you're working very hard. It seems like you were born with money.
Well, yeah, my family worked very hard.
Did they?
That's the goal, right?
At
It's
one point,
to give your family a better life. That's what we're continuing to do.
Seems like that's what these people are trying to do too. They're trying to live a better life, but if you keep
They just need to
taking
work at it
resources
longer
from them-
then. You know, it took my
Yeah.
family a long time.
If you have the ability to help people who are struggling without hurting yourself in any way, why wouldn't you do that?
But we
Why wouldn't you help these people? Why wouldn't you want to give them a home?
we do give them, you know, a small amount, you know, just enough to get by. We need, obviously, you need people to live in order to work to be able to afford more stuff.
Right. But if they're not thriving, then you
They're
have
just not working hard
a-
enough then.
All you say is that these people aren't working hard enough, but you're not giving them an opportunity to work hard enough. You're not putting them in a situation where they have any ability to get any further than they are in their lives right now.
There's plenty of businesses and, you know, competition on Rock of Brawl. We can't just give them stores and materials and everything, you know.
Why not?
You can give them water.
We do give them water. Just
That's all they want.
what
All they want is free access to the resource
They
that
want-
helps them literally
well-
survive.
we give them water. They just apparently it's not enough. They're greedy and they want more.
Yes, they're greedy. They are the ones who are greedy. You're not greedy with your giant pools and lush gardens while your people starve and die in the streets while you trickle down the shit piss water that you give them.
We've worked very hard to have this situation for ourselves.
No, you haven't.
Well, don't y'all think that, like, if you had a thriving middle and lower class, Rock of Brawl might be a nicer place to visit and might appeal to more visitors and might bring more tourism to this place? You'd have a thriving art scene. You'd have many different food shops. Maybe y'all could be a destination in this universe. I don't know. They can't do that if they're working all day trying to get water for themselves, you know?
Well, isn't that the goal, to work harder to get better stuff?
If that's the goal for you, then why wouldn't you stimulate your lower class so that they can make Rock a Brawl a cooler, better place to visit and bring in more revenue? And also, why wouldn't you want water to be here? Because no one wants to visit a place with water. The tourism opportunities here are endless. Don't y'all think?
I think that'd be a slap in the face to all of my ancestors who had to work hard to get me to where I am now.
Y'all, when you say your ancestors, what exactly do you mean that they worked hard?
Well, they came here with nothing. They had to make do with what they could.
So was this when the water existed?
No,
So how did they get the water?
they hired people to make the water.
Make
How did
the
they get the
water.
money to hire people to make the water?
Scraping by, selling what they could. I mean, we all have different. Well, you know, at that time there was a lot more ships.
Well, what I'm saying is if you make this place a cooler place, a better place, a thriving place where there aren't civil wars happening, then maybe you'll have more ships coming in and checking it out. Am I right?
We were hesitant to, opening up the Rock of Brawl to even more people, and then that's when the Callidians showed up and they started causing troubles. Seemed fine before they got here.
Oh, okay. So your ancestors thrived because the ports were open and there were lots of visitors to trade with. But now that they're closed,
Well, they're not closed.
you expect these Callidians to do the same thing your ancestors did, except without the major ingredient that made them successful. Is that right?
The ports are not closed.
Yeah, but you said you're hesitant to allow in ships and trade.
Before the Callidians, we were hesitant, but we still did it. The Callidians showed up. There was, just open ports, whatever. And then because we were getting so much traffic, we voted on opening another council, and it was the Council of Captains. So they exist because of us.
Y'all can
Okay.
say whatever you want to say to try and justify what you're doing, but I mean, the reality of the situation is, if you treated your citizens better, they wouldn't be waiting at your front door to kill you, and I'm about to let them do it.
You'd also have a cooler place to visit. To be fair, this place hasn't been very cool so far.
One of them
There's
says,
not much
my
left
place
that
is very
you
cool.
can do. You don't really have a choice at this point.
Well, you will all be judged regardless of your actions. So, by us.
Even if your citizens overthrow you and kill you, you're gonna judge us?
The Callidian resistance is not, I wouldn't say makes up the majority of the citizens.
I mean, neither do you.
Right, especially if you're all dead.
Yeah, you can't judge 6 feet under the ground.
I mean, I don't think y'all understand how dire your circumstances are. Y'all have done some real bad shit if a bunch of people are trying to kill you, and I'm trying to help you understand where they're coming from and make this a better environment for all y'all. And I mean, if y'all aren't bending, if y'all aren't compromising, I mean, I can't help you.
I don't think you understand how lucky you are. If we weren't here, you would all be dead right now.
Without Morgan's corruption, the guards will protect us. So,
how many guards are there?
there are 24 in this room.
And there are about 20 Callidians.
There's 24.
And the Callidians have laser guns.
They do.
I'm gonna start walking towards the group of Callidians and be like, "Get out of the way! I'm leaving."
Feeling about the same.
I'm gonna say, "Go ahead, go ahead and kill him. I don't give a shit anymore."
Yeah, I felt like this when they
Honestly,
first opened the door.
Well, I didn't realize how unreasonable they were. Like I said, life is about compromises, y'all. I can't help you if you ain't compromising, and I'm gonna start walking towards the door too.
I'll talk to whichever one of you are still alive later. I'll follow out.
Do they say anything, or are they literally just like, "All right, death's door I go," I guess?
Well, you're not able to leave yet because there's Callidians coming in.
Yeah, I'll go towards the door and just like let them pass me though.
They're literally, these people are greedy enough where they'd rather die than like give a little bit of their wealth away.
My hope is that a bunch of the guards will die, and then
My hope is that we'll leave and I'll never have to think about this place again.
I want to come back here for the bounties.
It's so much none of my business. Just like Wob wasn't, except that I liked Shizeno. But these are not my decisions to make or to dictate.
Well, my entire family is dead, and unless I can kill literally the King of Hell, I really can't. I really don't have anything left for me back on Toril, so I'm starting to care less and less.
Okay, then stay here. Bye.
I don't want to stay here. I'm leaving right now.
Yeah, if you're just letting them by, Shizeno, some Callidians are gonna spill into the room here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, they say nothing to us at all after all that.
They say to the guards that before the Callidians start spilling into the room that they should apprehend you so that you can be judged.
I'm gonna ask one of the Callidians outside that's like at the back of the line who just has to stand there and wait for a little while. I'm gonna ask, do you know anyone who works with the Skadi who might know how to travel between spheres and stuff?
Traveling between spheres, I mean, you just gotta have a ship for that and enough supplies.
But like how to get to specific other spheres.
Oh. Last I heard, only beholders knew how to do that.
Can I try to blow a hole in the wall with the laser gun?
Like what wall?
The wall where the door is, so that I have
the door that you came in?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
So I don't have to wait and I can just leave.
The stone wall looks slightly charred.
I said I was gonna. So, am I grappled or anything?
Nope.
No, then I'm gonna start kind of shuffling through The Callidian's out towards the door.
Okay. Make me a strength save.
Okay.
As long as it's not a nat 1, you're good.
It's a 3.
Just good enough then. Yeah, you managed to like shimmy your way past as they're spilling
It's
into the
just
room.
like-
Is your AC higher than 16?
Yes, 17.
Oh, okay. Both the guards try to grab you, but they miss. We'll say then you blasted the wall. The other guard's turn. Okay, so one of the guards grabs you. After you start blasting the wall, you are grabbed. Shizeno, they're like trying to grab you. You move slightly out of the way. Yeah.
I guess I'll hold my turn, and if a party member comes through and they're hurt, I'll heal them, trying to facilitate us out of here as quick as we can.
Shizeno, your turn.
The doorway's still full of people filtering in, right?
Yeah, you saw Wyatt kind of squeeze through though.
But if they're trying to actively grab me, then I'll be annoyed. So I'll go hang out outside until it's over, or at least try to.
Yeah, make me a strength save. Yeah, you kind of push one through the door. So it seems like the rest of them spill into the room. That room is like pretty full of guards and Callidians now. Looks like most of the nobles have moved towards the back of the room. Looks like the only two left in the actual room are the dwarf that you were talking to, Arrow, and female human. She has red hair. Then it's Wyatt's turn. Wyatt, you're outside of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking towards the exit.
Okay, you're basically there. You got 10 more feet, but you're basically there.
Okay, I'm gonna keep walking towards the exit.
Since Wyatt came out of the room and was hurt, and I was ready to heal him, I heal you for 28.
Thank God. Thank you. Thank you.
It was a 4th level cure wounds.
Arrow, is your turn.
I'm gonna try to get out of this guard's grip,
Yep, you're free.
push him away from me, and be like, "Get off me!" and then walk out the door. And I'm just gonna wait with Shizeno.
You meet up with them. Then you hear a whole bunch of those lasers going off.
Yep, sounds right.
Are we outside?
You're 20 feet away from the door.
Okay, well, I will keep moving towards the door. Yeah, I'm going through the door outside, and I'm going to meet up with my team outside. Wait, what are other people doing?
Or
Well, they're behind you.
still.
Oh, yeah, so I'm going to wait.
When you open the door to go outside, you see Roxanne moved off to the side, and it looks like there's about maybe 100 of these seemingly dressed guards heading towards the castle.
I'm gonna follow Wyatt. I look very visibly annoyed, like I'm very angry that this was the only reasonable option.
As you walk outside, you see these guards coming towards you, and they all are looking at you. And it looked like their attention was initially on getting inside of the palace, but now it looks like they are angry at you.
For what?
You want to roll insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, they very visibly like see your gun and then become aggressive towards you.
I'm gonna say I took it off one of them.
Persuasion.
Don't roll. It's going to be a 19 on the die. I'm going to use a portent.
All right, well, hand it over.
Sure. Here.
R.I.P. Oh, we don't have a gun anymore.